Hi everyone, and welcome to another Facebook Live with Nicola. Can't wait to have another chat today. We just talk so much, don't we? People can't shut us up.
I know, love it. We've got so much to say.
How have you been since the last spoke to you? It's Friday when we had a little chat, weren't it? What have you been up to?
Yeah, nothing much, just freezing cold. Football runs with the kids. But yeah, how cold is it, guys? It's so freezing. But yeah, just gutted obviously that we haven't had an episode to talk about, but there's so much other stuff to talk about that it's fine.
Yes, so bit different. So last week we caught up about the first week, I think, or was it then starting? I can't remember. But we had so much to talk about, judging everyone, judging the producers' choices. But now there's been no episodes aired since we talked on Friday because of the storm or something. A storm in Wales has wrecked the set. So what do you think? How have ITV handled this? Is it correctly?
It's really tricky. I mean, from being in so many reality shows, I think that this is a massive advantage for the celebs. Like, I'm gutted for them, don't get me wrong, because as I keep on saying, if you get the opportunity to do I'm a Celeb, it's such a brilliant show and a big show. You really want to embrace it, and I don't feel like the castle lets them do that, let alone now being in a hotel. They'll definitely be eating more than like 700 calories. They'll definitely be, well, obviously they'll be in more luxury because they'll be in a bed. So we're just not going to get any drama because they're having a lovely time being paid to be in a nice hotel. And I know from other reality shows like Big Brother that, if you have to leave for a medical reason or whatever, you're not allowed back in because it just means that you're at an advantage. So I'm not happy. I'm not happy with it. I just feel like they're just being paid to have a real jolly up, and that's not what the show's about.
And what do you think ITV should have been doing right now? Like, I thought there would have been some kind of like alternative setup. Surely they should have planned for bad weather in Wales. Like, surely they should have had something or somewhere else to put them in. I don't know.
I just feel like, yeah, absolutely. But as much as it pains me to say, because I'm a huge fan of the show, maybe a year's break would not have been a bad thing. Like, it needs a revamp. It needs because the viewing figures are low. And I hate saying that. I'm not saying that to be mean. Like, I love the show, but I feel like maybe a year's break wouldn't have been a bad thing because it's not working in Wales. It's not working, and especially now with the bad weather and the fact that they're all in a hotel. Or maybe they should have just put cameras in the hotel rooms and let us see what they get up to in there.
Yeah, but then again, apparently they've got to be kept separate. They can't even talk. They're just in a room alone. So I don't know how entertaining. I'm in isolation. Get me out of here. I'm in COVID special.
I'm in a COVID special. I mean, I know what you're saying about being on your own, but you're given a chaperone. And both times or 3 times I've done like big reality shows, I absolutely love my chaperone. I was like, you can't go back to your room. You've got to stay with me the whole time because I hate being on my own. And I swear to God, our fun was more fun than I was in the jungle or in Big Brother because, we were just there drinking wine. I mean, my last Big Brother, I was just dancing to Spice Girls with my chaperone. It was amazing. So we could have fun watching this. We could. It could be a COVID special.
So do you think they are living the life of luxury now? They're getting the food they want, they're having a drink. Do you think they can have all that?
Yeah, because the nearly stumbled over my words there, guys. The producers will have to keep them happy, won't they? I mean, can you imagine being taken out of the castle, being put in a hotel room and being told, right, you still have to eat rice and beans and you can't use the phone and you can't watch telly? The campmates will just go, we're leaving, we're going. And they're after Richard going, the producers can't risk it. So they're probably, I mean, if it was me, I'd be going, yeah, I want champagne. I don't drink Prosecco. I need the real champagne. I need, you'd really be milking it. And they would have to adhere to you, wouldn't they? So yeah, I think it's, good for them. They're having a lovely holiday, but it's not going to do us much favours, I don't think.
No. Do you think that they're allowed to contact home? Do you think they're allowed to contact the outside at all, or do they know what's going on? Have they got a phone? Like, what do you think's going on there?
I think they won't have a phone, and I don't think they'll be allowed to contact the outside world, but I think it's very easy to contact the outside world. I mean, when I was in isolation for the jungle in Australia, I was there for I think it was either 5 or 7 days, can't remember, it was a long time ago, but they were meant to take your phone off of you when you landed in Singapore for your connecting flight to the jungle, because that's when they released who was going in the jungle. So they were meant to take your phone before then, and they forgot to take mine. So I had mine right up until the last minute, and then I literally was phoning Tom. I knew every celebrity that was going in there. I literally knew everything. And then they were like, Nicola, have you got a phone? I was like, no. And they were like, we need a meeting. And then they were like, we think you've got your phone. And I was like, why? And they were like, because we don't have it. And I tried to do the whole, oh my God, you've lost my phone. And then I felt guilty. So I was like, yeah, here's my phone. But so I had mine right up until the last minute. Mistakes happen. So they'll definitely find a way. I mean, your chaperones are nice people as well. So if you can sweet talk your chaperone, they usually let you use their phones as well. My last one, just to say. I'm still friends.
So do you think it should be axed completely? Do you think it's had its day now? Or do you think like just Wales and the castle just needs to be scrapped?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it's had its day, because I feel like reality TV is still massive and we still like love it. But I feel like the castle doesn't work. I didn't like it last year, and this year's a drama, isn't it? So I just feel wait until you can go back to Australia and come back with a bang. But then again, you know, when Ant wasn't going to present and Holly was going to present, I was like, how's this going to work? And she was brilliant. So maybe it's going to surprise us when the weather calms down. It might come back with a complete bang, and that'll be brilliant. I'm really hoping it does.
Well, they'll probably be happy celebrities because they've had a bit more of a sleep, food, as you say. So, but that doesn't mean really great for us, because we like them getting a little bit annoyed and a little bit wound up, don't we? We want the drama.
Definitely. And also you've got to think, like, forget about the food situation, which is massive when you're in there, but also being confined in a small space with people that you don't know, that you wouldn't choose to spend time with. That gets irritating and annoying. They're going to have a break for one another and now go back, recharge, re-energize. It's like, oh God, we're not going to see any drama, I don't think.
That's such a shame. But didn't know if we were going to get much of that anyway, did we, with the lineup? So do you think it's fair for them to still get their like big fee as much as they were promised, considering they haven't really been in the jungle as much?
Yeah, because that's what you agree it before you go in there, and as long as you don't walk, it's no one's fault, isn't it? So yeah, I would say that they should pick up their fee, because you know they're doing what they've been asked to do. But yeah, slightly annoying, isn't it? I mean, I always say when I was in there, I felt like I was, you know, being paid to entertain. So that's what I did, you know. And I
did that.
I definitely did. So yeah, I hope that they. For me, I always thought when I was in there, I don't want to be part of the most boring I'm a celeb ever, because everyone was so nice. I was thinking, oh God, what are we going to do to spice this up? People at home are going to be so bored. And I hope that they take our feelings into account and think, oh, this has been bad for the fans, and I am a fan of it. So we're going to do something to be good TV, but I don't see it.
Can they recover this series? Can it recover at all? What do you think?
I mean, I don't think it will go down as one of the, you know, the legendary series. I really don't. But I didn't think that anyway. I kept on saying they've picked too many soap stars, too many people with so much to lose. I hope that the bookers, who again, like, I have massive like respect for, you know, that job it's a brilliant job to cast it. But I hope they start to realise that it isn't just about having big names. It's about having personalities and people that will entertain us, because it is boring if not. And
it has the factor that it doesn't have the booze like some of the other shows have had. Do you think maybe if they could start handing out a few pints, then we might get a bit of spice come up? What do you reckon?
I mean, alcohol always helps, doesn't it? Let's be honest. But they don't have a glamour model in there, do they? As I said last, like, you know, I was freezing. I thought, oh, I don't really need a shower today, but I had one every day, because I wanted the front pages. I knew what I was there for. So, you know, big boobs and an even bigger opinion.
And I spoke to you the other day and you said you wanted Celebrity Big Brother to come back, because obviously you had such an iconic series on there, and that was sort of like booze filled as well. What do we need? We need some more of this to come back on our screens, don't we? Well, who should we be speaking to? What producers do we need to pull out? Do we need another series of Celebrity Big Brother?
We definitely need Celebrity Big Brother to come back. I mean, it's iconic. But yeah, we just need people that we need reality stars. That's what we need. These people, and it's not a dig. I know that it was picked up that I said Frankie Bridge was boring. I definitely said I like Frankie.
Yeah,
she's lovely and she's stunning, but maybe she just is that nice all the time. Maybe she is, and maybe I'm a bad person because I'm not that nice all the time. But my point is, Frankie, even if she did have another side to her, we're not going to see it because she's got too much to lose. And good for her. I wish I was sitting as a multi-millionaire and I didn't really need to worry about entertaining people. It's not my life. So they need more people like me. They need people that actually want to be reality TV personalities and want to do the job, because it is a job. You know, it's a bit like when I was a page 3 girl and all the soap stars started doing glamour modeling. It was annoying. They took our jobs. Do you know what I mean? It's a job. So I feel like we need more people that will play up to the cameras. And it wasn't an act for me. I'm argumentative, I'm opinionated, but I didn't shy away from it because I was like, no, that's what I'm here to do. And Frankie isn't going to give us that. And no one is. Richard might have, but he's left, so that's not going to happen.
Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? I was going to say, because you said I'm a Celeb was sort of like a chilled environment for you, whereas Celebrity Big Brother was like hostile, like stress-inducing. Could we pick like some aspects of the house and put it into the jungle to try and get this different side out of them? What could they do to try and sort of rattle them up a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like they did that. I can't remember what they did, but when Rebecca Vardy was in it, I think they did a few Big Brothery type things. And I feel like, when you're in the jungle, it is a bit like you're in like the Scouts or, you know, Cubs or whatever it is. It's all a bit like, you know, let's sing around the campfire. Big Brother, it's not that. It's really not that. So I feel like maybe if they sort of mixed it up a bit, showed people what other people were saying behind their backs, but then no one's talking behind each other's backs. They're all so lovely. And that, you know, I know some people go, oh, after the 18 months we've had, we need nice, you know, everyone to be nice. It's like, I can watch Little House on the Prairie. I can get that catch up. It's not an issue. I do like nice people, but I do also like people that will say what they think. I mean, there's no chance that after even one day in there, someone isn't cross with someone, but no one will say it because they're just like, no, let's just be really nice. So yeah, we could, you know, put a TV in there and let them watch what they're doing to be annoying, but they're actually not doing anything because they're lovely people.
Yeah, that's fair. But talking about annoying and people being annoyed, we did touch on this earlier, didn't we, Nicola? Someone was a bit annoyed with what you said about Danny Miller's game plan comments. Should we touch upon that?
Yeah, I was quite shocked to see it actually. So apparently Danny Miller's, maybe it's not true. So, you know, I've got a very open Instagram if she wants to tell me, I'm all ears. But apparently Danny Miller's fiance was cross that I said he might have been playing a game. And I found it really shocking. Maybe it's just me because I'm not that easily offended. But I'm like, right, he is in a game. So if he's playing a game, there's no problem. Said he was a nice guy. And I said, I'm all here for his game plan, if it is one. I'm not saying he's continued to play a game. I'm not saying he's pretending to be something he's not. I'm just saying, if you really do have that bad a gag reflex, you'd be hiding that so that you didn't get the eating trial. The eating trial is the best trial to get. I got it myself. I told my husband, have me on speed dial, make sure I get that eating trial because it's good. I will be out first if I don't have that eating trial, I'll go first because I don't have the fan base that everyone else has. So I know that it's the best one to get. So if he did it, good for him. So yeah, I was just a bit like, oh my God, don't go on a reality show if you don't want people's opinions. I'm not, you know, it's wild to me that people would even care.
No, I mean, you're on a reality show. So much reality shows get so much like commentary from fans on socials and everyone's talking about it. Like when it's on, everyone's talking about it, aren't they? So you are going to get some comments, but as you said, you went no offense to it. Like if he's doing it, good for him. So I didn't think you'd said it in a rough way, to be honest with you. But
I could say a lot worse. I'm trying to actually be nice. Do you know what I mean? But not about him in particular. But the thing is, I obviously hate trolling. You know, I speak about it a lot on my Instagram. You know, trolling's horrible. So if I was sitting here actually slagging people off, I'd understand people being cross. I genuinely am not offended by any of them in there. And I don't think my comments have been offensive. So yeah, if she does have a problem, she definitely needs to man up a bit because, people could be saying a lot worse. People have very strong opinions on people in reality shows. The things people say about me when I'm in there, wow. I mean, that could be tough.
And looking back at sort of all your reality days, who has been the worst person to be put on a lineup with whether it's I'm a Celebrity or Celebrity Big Brother? What do you think? I know you've had a few sort of run-ins with, you've got Kim Woodburn, David Van Day, and I think even Denise Welch at one point. Who would you say is like the worst out of them all?
So I'd say Kim Woodburn can't even say her name. It's like my brain won't allow me. Kim Woodburn. Kim Woodburn was a real bully, and I think it's a shame that producers always have the sort of the thing of, oh, Nicola can handle it, because I don't think you should need to handle that level of intensity when someone's just coming at you. But so she was a bully, but I think the way David Van Day behaved in there towards me was weird. And I've said it so many times that if it was now, because of the Me Too movement, he probably wouldn't have been allowed to stay in the jungle. So I think there was times when his behaviour was just baffling to me, how a man, like, you know, when he slapped my bum and things like that, it's like weird. But like, it's like sort of carry on sort of thing, but we don't live in that era anymore. So I think that was weird. But Kim Woodburn, definitely the intensity that she came at me every single day was really, really tricky to live with. I actually really disliked her, and I don't really dislike many people, but she was a tricky character. The most bizarre person I've ever come across.
I was watching some clips back earlier, and I was looking at the one when you hold your eye. Wasn't it because you had like a contact lens you were trying to sort out, but everyone at home thought you were like hurt by her or something?
Yeah,
that was wild.
It isn't a contact lens. I've got a squint, so I've got like a lazy eye, and if I don't have a contact lens in, my eye looks that way. And obviously I didn't want to be on telly with, not that there's anything wrong with it, I was born with a squint. So it's, you know, but if you're comfortable with a squint, that's fine. I'm not. I'm very insecure about it. So all the arguments would happen at night when I took off my glasses or I took out my contact lens. So I'd cover my eye, and then everyone thought she was hitting me or something.
But yeah, I literally watched the clip back. She came at everyone in the room. There was no one got out of that.
That was that one night. Other than that, it was just me constantly. It was relentless, which is why people like Callum Best got involved, which is why Spencer got involved, Jamie O'Hara, because they were like, just leave her alone, like enough already. So it was relentless, but hey ho, it was great TV. Don't get me wrong, it was brilliant.
Have you seen or heard from her at all since then?
No, absolutely not. I would, if I seen her walking down the street, I would literally cross over the road. I'd be like, no, I can't even deal with this.
And then with Denise as well from Loose Women, there was a little bit of a altercation that one day. Did you make amends after that?
No, she wrote in her book about me as well, which was, I thought, really mean. But I think, again, you know, because she's a loose woman, because she was definitely having problems at the time with alcohol, which she's spoken about, good for her for, you know, managing to you know, get well and get sober, brilliant. But I feel like if a different personality had pulled down a different personality's trousers, so if it wasn't a loose woman and a Playboy bunny, things would be different. I mean, you cannot pull people's trousers down. I still maintain it. I still stand by it. I cannot see how people do not see that I was right in that situation. You know, just because you're even, you know, if you're a porn star, if you're whatever you are, doesn't mean that other people have the right to your bodies. It's your say so. So, you know, I was a page 3 girl, but doesn't mean that I would be comfortable with flashing my boobs on national telly. But if you are, good for you, but it's your choice. So I think it's wild that people couldn't see that and still don't see that because they prefer her personality to the twins' personality. Sometimes you have to override things and go with actually what's right and wrong. And it was wrong what she did, and I still maintain it. It was a shame that it went so crazy. The argument, but you know, it was what it was.
Yeah, and I think I asked you this on Friday, actually, can't remember, but is there any other like feud you've got involved in that you regret, or do you stand by like everything that you've done? I mean, I back it all. I think we need more Nicolas out there to stand up and do it, so I'm with you on this one.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, if you think about the people that I've argued with, so I argued with Denise Welsh, I was 100% right in that argument. I argued with Kim Woodburn, again, 100% right. And I argued with David Van Day, 100% right. There's people not on reality shows, like real minors, that I've given airtime. And I think I really wish I hadn't done that, because if I didn't tweet about them or if I didn't Insta, they probably wouldn't have got any press. But I'm still right what I say. I'm not, you know, I'm always right. I'm a Virgo.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well, we've not been told when Omseb's come back. It's not been confirmed yet. But hopefully by Friday, which is when Nicola's column is out again, we will have much more to say. So fingers crossed. But yeah, that's all we've got time for today. But Nicola, once again, been amazing talking to you. So thank you so much.
Loved it.
Brilliant. Thank you. See you later, everyone.
Bye.